Welcome back, guys. Feels like I've not done this for ages, and I haven't. First of all, the journey's definitely going on. I'm back. The journey will now continue. A bit out of nowhere, but I now have a baby. So we have a son, which has kept us really busy. So in the background, I've still been training. I've still been keeping up with my diet as best as possible. I'm going to do a separate video on that, on how to handle as a new dad, manage your sort of work and then your life at home, as well as training as well, because it's not been easy so far. I think it's been 5 weeks or so now. The sleepless nights are real, so I do have some disturbed sleep, and then just how that affects training overall. We'll make a video on that, a separate topic completely, but I'm happy to report I've stuck to my diet as close as possible, as much as I could. There's obviously been days where it's not been perfect. Again, that'll be in that video that I mentioned there, but I feel like my training's going great. You know, because of the lack of sleep, I think my recovery is not as good, so I go in with DOMs, which previously weren't happening. I felt strong all the time, and now I feel like I'm a bit in pain here and there, so I'm putting that down to the lack of great sleep. And performance wise, I feel like mid-set my brain sort of tells me to quit, essentially, but I do a rep, and then because the rep slowdown isn't there, because the rep's gone through, I then have to push myself for one more, because I know if my sleep isn't in check, I know that impacts my recovery. But the worst thing of it all would be if my sleep's not in check, if my diet is so-so, and then also my training is crap, because I know with sleep it will eventually iron itself out. You know, the nights are getting better already anyway. We're at 72.9 kilograms, and just touching up on the sleep factor, you know, initially I was thinking, you know what, maybe I've lost a lot of muscle because I've lost weight on the way. Obviously my training's not been great. However, because my strength's gone up overall, I've had a bit of a break in between. During those 5 weeks, I think I had a couple of weeks off, but when I came back, my weight, the weights I was lifting have actually surpassed what we were doing on the channel earlier when I was a bit heavier. So I'm lifting a bit more than when I was heavier, even after all this, which leads me to believe the muscle has not left. And you know what sort of training I do, I don't really sort of cut back on good form. I make sure my form is always quality. What I have done is sort of make sure my form's good and just go with how my body feels, in terms of if I've got another rep, I'll push it through. If my head says quit, but my body has done that previous rep quite easily, I'm gonna go again. So by using that, I feel like I have been able to retain as much muscle as I possibly could have done in the circumstances. At the same time, I don't want to be missing out on, you know, newborn. In the background, I've been working, training, and that will now continue, and we're back on screen as well, trying to push this channel further. We're hitting legs today, and I'll catch you there. Good. You stay there all on your own.
You're lost inside that smoking and you're looking for the next big with a bag of wine.
One more. One.
Here's the post-workout meal. So I've got 4 eggs, whole eggs. I've not taken out the yolks just yet because my weight's dropping. Some spinach that the missus made. Always love some spinach with the salt to taste. That one, by the way, the eggs have like to taste, right? Just a little bit of fried onion sprinkled over it. Probably about 20 calories worth, just for the flavour, and a bit of trail mix as well. Again, to taste. But that's my post-workout meal, and we will shut off the food after this. So no more food after, not for any specific reason, just because it's evening time to slowly wind down and get to sleep. And for next week, the focus will remain on progressive overload. Progressive overload is king in my eyes, and especially now in a deficit when I'm losing weight as well. I've made sure my protein is as high as I can possibly have it, so about 180 grams a day, and with that I need to supplement it with good hard training, because the last thing I want is lose any muscle. You may lose some muscle, you know, it's possible, because obviously you're in a deficit, you can't really police all these things all at once, and you may lose muscle, but my main aim is to make sure physically train as hard as possible and make sure the protein is as high as possible. I'm on 2200 calories right now and I'm losing weight just fine. So no change with the diet at the moment. If the weight's dropping, I'm not going to change anything for now. I still do my morning walks, that's still in place, and the diet's still at 2200 calories. I'll give it another week. If the weight keeps dropping, which it already is now, if it drops again, then we keep it the same. So keeping it simple, you know, focusing on the real basics. Progressive overload, quality diet as well. Sleep is something obviously I need to work on right now, but just like I mentioned at the start of the video, with a newborn around, it is a bit sporadic. I would, because that's something that I used to have in tune, you know, sleep was always something I prioritized because I know it's something for free really. I don't need to do anything, I just need to get to bed and I get basically all these benefits. I've been away for a while, so thank you so much for everyone. I know my subscriber count has stayed the same, which I'm super happy about, which means all of you guys have stayed. So thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.